Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for being here. As you know, 1 week a year, I take off work from the garage to bring you our Christmas Cottage Tour and wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. So kick back and enjoy, and let's get on it. Okay, so this is the beginning of our Christmas Cottage Tour. And there's Heather up there, of course. She's cold and she's waiting on us, but she did this all herself. So I wanted to show the front first. She did a beautiful, beautiful job. I'm not allowed to help with decorating. She has her own unique way of doing it. That's our rhododendron. She lit the whole thing up. And as you can see, we got a little bit of snow already. Isn't that great? It was highly unusual. It's like the powers that be there kind of helped us out a little bit. We got a little bit of snow on our evergreens. And of course, Heather will put some down the fence, around the door. Sadly, today, a little burned out around the door. It happens. So she got her new snowman. She decorates the little bench. I did ask her to cut back a little bit this year, but it looks so beautiful. It really does. We didn't get snow until today. So that was kind of nice. We have Heather.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season, and we are welcoming you guys into our home today. So this is the front porch, and this is the old Santa. Had him for about 15 years. He's still holding up.
Yeah, we've had him a while. And then
the only added thing is the gloves, because he keeps falling over and breaking his fingers.
Yeah, he has. Now there's a sleigh from the 40s, we believe. We've had that sleigh forever.
Yeah, forever.
It's really cool. It is the real deal. It's not a pop, repop, I believe, is what they call them, but it is the real deal.
And then there's another sleigh here.
Yes, we do. We have two. This one is a little bit older. It's a little bit decorated right now, but it's probably from the 30s or 40s. I'm not a professional with that. So
then we got, this is new this year. This little
yeah, it opens up actually.
And this turns around. This is actually embroidered. So it's kind of weird that somebody would put that much effort into this, but I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was somebody's garbage.
Yeah, they threw it out up the street, so we grabbed it.
And I think it's just so pretty.
It's called recycling.
Yep. We added a few different things this year. We did things a little bit different.
We did an antique mailbox, which was really cool. I like that.
Then I kept it a little bit simple on the porch, but I wanted it to be Christmassy. So we did the pillows, and I added some red in here, as you can see.
I love our old school rockers are really pretty. And Heather was fortunate enough, it took her years to find an antique curved wicker couch.
These are old, and you can't find them. People don't see them anymore. And they're actually, I was told they were from down south. Most people down south had them. So maybe you guys down south are used to seeing them.
Yeah,
but up
they're
north,
curved.
We don't have them.
We got that from an antique store. It was very hard to find that. But to give you an idea, I'll back up, and there is the little cottage porch. Ignore the cord. That was my fault. I promised to get a longer one and run it along, and I forgot. But here's a photo of it. And that's what it looks like.
Okay, so you guys ready to go inside and see the whole thing? Let's go. So this is it. This is our cottage for this year. I do things a little different every year just because I like to mix it up a little. So we'll start in this corner and we'll work our way around. So I got this from my father-in-law's, He passed away a few years ago, and it's a Kincaid, and I love them. I love the Kincaids. So that's new this year, but that stays up all year. Then we have a little Santa up there, and there was another reindeer, but Willie murdered it. And then we have the tall Santa. I really like him every year. This is my end table.
Yeah, that's where Heather sits all the time.
This is where I sit.
I'm not allowed over there.
Then we have Santa's hat that he left. It's okay. And then I do this more like outdoor country.
And there's the other Kincaid up there.
That's the other Kincaid. Okay, and new this year are these pillows. I found these on Amazon, and I just thought they were so adorable. They're called woodland, I forget how they worded it. It was like woodland animals or something for Christmas. But I just fell in love. Look at these. How beautiful.
No, you had to stuff them yourself, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And I'll give you guys a tip. Even though it's not my channel, I'll give you a tip. When you want stuffing for anything, I mean, you guys do stuffing for your car and stuff. You know, if you're doing something special, don't go buy polyfill.
Yeah, polyfill in a bag is expensive.
Truthfully, it's ridiculous expensive. Go buy cheap pillows at Walmart. Tear them open and use that.
And
that's what I do.
$3.99 for the large pillows.
It took me 2 pillows to do all of these, all of them.
Right. But if you bought the polyfill in the bags, they'd have been into $30, $40.
Technically for one pillow in a polyfill, it was $10.97.
Right.
So you're better off getting the cheap pillows. Just a tidbit.
Right.
This is a new blanket this year. This is a snowman blanket because, you know, we have to have snowmen everywhere. And then this little guy up here, I got him from Hobby Lobby this year. He's new. I'm in love with him. Elf. A lot of people say he's creepy, but I think he is just adorable.
There's your country tree hidden back there.
The country trees stay up all year. I just decorate them for each season.
Right.
And then I made that gnome. And then there's the fawn up there. I love her. She's old though. I've had her for a very long time. And then I have the bear. He's not lit up today because he's very noisy.
Yeah, he is a little noisy. He moves around a little bit.
But I like him. And then we did the mantle a little different this year. I did it more woodland. I went after a more woodland look. As you can see with the mushrooms and the trees and the bunnies. So I wanted that to look a little more low-key, not so bling-bling.
And did you just buy the fireplace?
Yes, we just got the fireplace. I thought gave it more of a country cottage look.
Yeah.
We got that from Lowe's, I believe.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. More of a cottage feel for that fireplace.
Yeah. So it's electric, but we don't run the heat on it. We just run the flame.
Right.
And then these trees stay up too, and I just do the same. I redecorate every season with something different. He's a new Santa this year. I really liked him. I thought he was adorable. And we got him from Home Depot, if anybody's interested. And he was more of a woodland. I liked look at his shirt and his little belt. He's adorable. I just think he's so cute. And then the fawn, she reminded me of the 70s. That's that 70s look when they had the big round heads on them.
Yeah, they're cute.
I found her at Walmart, and she was $35, but I had to have her.
I didn't know you paid that, but yeah.
But I had to have her because she's just too cute. I couldn't pass her up. And then this is this new snowman that my youngest daughter got me. She got me at the beginning of the season here, and he is adorable. I just love him. And then I made this gnome last year, and then we have if you guys remember, Slade's creepy baby Santa from when he was a baby from the 60s. That thing haunts all of us.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
The kids hate him. Oh, so. And, let me see.
There's a couple more of them pillows.
Pillows, yep. And then, so we have to put stockings everywhere. We have stockings back there, stockings here, stockings there. We have so many people, you know, kids, and then their kids, and then their significant other, and then we have Frosty. You guys all liked him last year. He went right where I can see him and right to greet everybody when they come in.
He's cool.
I love him.
I like him too.
He is just, I love him. I didn't see them this year.
No, I didn't either.
Now we have the gumball machines. I've had these for a very long time, and I had them in the basement. So a couple weeks ago, I decided I wanted to clean them all up. So I took them all apart and realized, okay, yeah, you have to put a quarter in. And I'm like, I don't like that idea. I want people to be able to just get candy.
Yeah, because you put M&Ms and everything in them, right?
So what I did is I took all that mechanism apart, and I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, okay, take this part out, and it made sense. And now you don't need money to get candy out of them. You just turn a knob.
That's why it's half empty.
It's a free-for-all, and it's almost empty, I see. So I need to buy more candy. Maybe I'll buy candy nobody likes. But yeah, that's one of them.
And there's your 1929 RCA radio that she had to have.
Yep, I found this at the Fleetique, and we got it for $40?
It was $40, $50.
It was $40.
We have to buy some new fabric for the front.
It does work.
But we found the original fabric online to redo that.
Yeah.
And it does work. For copyright reasons, I can't turn it on for you, but it's almost 100 years old.
Yep.
And it works perfect.
Yep. A couple more years, it'll be 100 years old.
Yep, and it's an old tube.
Yep.
But it works good.
And I love it. I had to have this. This is so me.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is nice.
And then we switch out our picture. We have Santa getting on a train. And then over here, I bought this. This is a real live tree planted in soil. So I plan on keeping it alive. I mean, you know, you never know. But I'm going to redecorate it also for every season. And I just love having it. Smells so good. Oh.
Nice pedestal it's on. I like that.
Yeah.
That's actually very nice. The reindeer down there.
Yeah. And we also got new cottage end tables. I love these things. They match perfectly in here with new lamps. Finally broke down and got new lamps.
Yeah, you did. That wasn't easy to get you to do.
I don't like switching out lamps. I like my old lamps. But I did this year. And then that Santa's very old. He is 60s and he has lost an eye. I'm going to have to paint it on there. I just realized it now.
That's okay.
So then the tree this year is real. I decided we got a fake one. Again, we had to finally buy a fake one and a new one. And we got it home, put it up, and I got it decorated completely. And then we realized the whole thing was just like leaning, and it had nothing to do with us. It was the way they had the connections, and the connections are what lit it. And I'm like, after a few years, this thing's not going to work. So I decided on a real tree because they cut them down anyways, and it comes from a tree farm. So what we took our old tree, which there was nothing wrong with it. It was just too big, I think, for in here. It was getting a little overwhelming.
That was from Macy's. It was actually nice.
It was from Macy's, and we actually donated it to one of the club members' sisters. So somebody needed it, and I'm glad that it went to somebody that needed it. So, and then if we come over here,
I like the real tree. It looks pretty. I didn't mess with the train enough yet. So we got our little truck. I forgot to light it up right there. Very cool.
And then we have the other gumball machine. And I fixed this one too, took it all apart, cleaned everything real good, fixed the mechanism. And now you just turn it to get candy. You don't have to put money in it. Although I could probably make a nice buck. Okay, this is a new hi-fi. Well, it's from the 60s.
Yeah, new to us.
We waited and searched and searched and searched till we find a really good one in good condition. So this one is almost mint. I mean, this thing is amazing. I can't turn it on due to copyright, but I can show it to you. Look how beautiful. This thing is absolutely, and it sounds wonderful.
It works beautiful. Nothing like the old hi-fis.
So we love it.
Yeah, the sound is amazing.
It feels like a concert in here. It's just absolutely, you can't beat the old stuff. So I thought that looked really nice. It fit perfectly under the shelf, took up the space, and it just looks beautiful. And that's the mantle this year for Under the Clock there. And I was really happy with the way that came out this year.
Yeah, it came out beautiful. It really did.
And then, so then we have our Beetle here.
You had to squeeze one in. I didn't even notice it.
And my little lamp. I love the little lamp. That's old too.
Yeah, that came from the antique store there.
I've had that forever. And then here, I made these. So I loved, when I was a kid, I made this as a kid, this one here. So that was like mid 70s. And this one also, back here, this pink one. So I was inspired by them because I've had them for so long. So I started making my own now. And so this one I made and that one I made. And I love those because they're bulbs that actually have meaning and they feel good when you look at them and it's like, wow, they're intricate.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought process put into them.
And then I did the table this year. We took the leaf out of the table so I had more room for presents on the floor and everything. So, but I just did the greenery, a little bit of flowers.
You have a lot of oil lamps.
Yeah, I collect oil lamps. I love them. And it's great if the power goes out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then this corner cabinet's new. Well, it came from Slade's dad's. And it was just a great thing. It fit right in this corner and I'm like a corner shelf fanatic. I love corner shelves. So I put the antique bulbs, as you can see, hanging in here. And then that was one from my childhood, that bulb there. But then I have them hanging. And this is Lennox, this nativity scene here. And then down here, I have some more Lennox, but that was another bulb that I made down here. I made that one. And this, it turns on. My son made that for me when he was in like third grade.
Yeah, like 25 years ago.
And I just love it. So then there's Slade with Santa.
Yeah, that's
as a child.
That's back in the late 60s.
Yep. But then everything gets a little bling bling. There's my cuckoo clock.
Yeah, a real German cuckoo clock from back in the day.
I took it apart and fixed the chains. It's running a little fast, so I gotta fix that. That's why I don't have it running right now. But and then I have Santa there, and I do the garland around here. I light this all up, and there's another nativity scene. And then this is Lennox also, the Santa with the reindeer, the sleigh. And I just love him. I just think that's just beautiful.
And you got your other antique radio.
Yeah. And then this is the white tree that I do every year. I added the pink bulbs this year because I found these antique bulbs. Well, I had these antique bulbs and I used them on the regular tree. So I really wanted to display and show off these bulbs. However, we were at the Goodwill messing around and we found these bulbs and they kind of match. And they're antique also. So I thought that looked pretty on there, gave it a little bit of color. But this is the angel tree. I put all the angels I get on here. And then we have this doll. She is from the 60s.
She still works
And
too.
she still works. She moves in her little.
You can hear the mechanicals, probably not as much as we can, but she works very well and she is from the 60s, I believe.
Her original clothes. And I just love her. We come through here, we're going into the kitchen, of course. And then it's Snowman City. So I got this year. I thought that looked cute up there. I didn't do much here. All I added was that sign and this, and I think it looks pretty. Because that stays up all year. And then snowflake. And then this is my corner. Okay, so that's the shelf in the kitchen. That's where I keep all the antiques and the oil lamp.
Does anybody remember Charlie's Chips from years ago? They used to deliver. I just never forgot that when I was little. They'd deliver chips to your door in a big truck.
So then we have the snowmen. I like them up there. They kind of have vintage with everything else. And I left him out. I just put some bells on him.
That shelf come out good. I'm so happy with that shelf.
Yeah, you did. You really did a nice job on that shelf.
I mean, I'm not a woodworker, keep that in mind, but I did make a shelf for her, and I think it's not too bad.
I think it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And then we have our snowman oil burner, and this snowman's new this year, so I had to put him on his own display. Some lights, and then we have our winter coffee cups. If you want a cup of coffee. And then we have our whole coffee area here. And these, I seen this on something, and they said if you put pine cones, fresh pine cones in soil, they'll grow. Well, we'll see. I'll update you on those, but that'll be on my channel. Okay, so then we do, you know, obviously the kitchen is always snowmen. So those are all snowmen. A couple little gnomes in there. And don't mind all this. These are still curing my sweet potatoes from my garden. And then when you come over here, I have my shelf. That's a new sign this year. If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. I thought that was cute. And I did the window decals this year. And if you can, show them the tree out the window. It's the only tree lit in the backyard that I did. But then this was my favorite area that came out this year. I just think that looks so cute.
I think it looks nice. And when you did that, your first cooking show recently, it was a nice background while you were cooking.
I thought so too. So, and then we put, then it just goes. I keep my baking stuff out when I'm baking because I like my stuff out so I can get to it.
And then we seen Santa this year.
Yep.
That was fun. We were at the mall, which we're not real big on malls, but we did go.
And then there's the snowmen up there. And then this tree, this stays up all year, but like I said, I decorate them for each season. So they get snowmen on them. I have too many snowmen.
No, I think they look nice.
But that's my dry sink stand. So I'm really happy with the way it came out this year. I purchased this table months ago, and we thought it would be too big for the kitchen, which it was, because it had these chairs all around it and a bench. So the other day, I got a bright idea. I got these stools from Wayfair, and it actually matches the table perfectly, but they slide under, and now we can get through. And as you can see, I love this table, because look underneath it. It has 2 shelves. So during my baking time, I can keep all my baking stuff under here, my cookbooks and stuff, and they're easy for me to get to.
I didn't know there was Reese cups under there.
That's for baking.
Oh my.
No.
Okay.
So I have some cooking videos to do, and if there's no Reese cups, I won't have a video. Okay, so then it has drawers, so I keep all of my stuff in there.
For me to find when I need it for the garage.
No, nope. So it just makes it simpler for me. And then we come over here and and he's new, and he counts down the days till Christmas. See, we only have a week left. Super excited. We only have a few days left for Christmas.
Oh, you got your old apron.
That's my Christmas apron. So that's old, very old, very old. Everything in my house is old. I'm old, Slade's old, and everything in it's old. I wanted to show you something. So I found this at an antique store, this knob. So I took off, it already had an antique knob on it, but this one was just amazingly pretty. So I took the backing plate off, cleaned this all up to its original copper luster, and cleaned this knob up and put it all back on, and it looks like
That's beautiful.
it did back in the day. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, because it was all just painted. It looked terrible.
It looked horrible.
You did a good job on that.
And I love it. I just think it just brings it back. It takes you back. So. Okay, so that was the tour. Now let's go sit down and have a chat for a few minutes before we let you guys go.
All right. I appreciate that. You did a really nice job.
Thank you.
And I know not everybody's into watching this, but I only take off 1 week a year. That's all I take off this Christmas week, because it gets so busy and it's so hectic, and family is so important. So 1 week a year I take off, and we always decide to do our Christmas cottage tour, because we don't live in a big, large home. We do live in a cottage. So,
and I like it that way.
Yeah, that's what Heather prefers. Did we want to move a couple times? Yeah, we thought about
we were going to buy a big old Victorian home.
Then we were going to move south where it's warmer. Then we were going to move into the woods. And you know what? Our house is...
I wish I could just take my house and move it into the woods.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I can't do that, then I'm not going.
In the winters, I think I would miss the changes of the seasons.
Yeah.
I really do.
Oh my goodness,
You know?
yeah. I couldn't live down south.
I mean...
Hey, you guys,
Oh, yeah.
to each your own.
Beautiful.
But I love the snow.
Yeah, she
love
does.
it. Love that feeling, that,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, we were lucky, though, because when we set out to film today, you know, we were both trying to recuperate. I think some of you knew we weren't feeling well. Whatever was going around was a little brutal, you know, but we refused to miss anything with, you know, our friends and club members, you know, especially in the holiday. But however, we were lucky enough today where Heather said, I'm feeling a little better. Let's film today for our Christmas Cottage Tour for the year. And it snowed. Out of nowhere, it
just
snowed.
started snowing.
And it never does that this time of the year. It's usually in January. So, you know, somebody was on our side with that to make it pretty, you know, and I hope you enjoyed the little walk around I did, you know, outside. And this has been a very nice year, you know, and I know a lot of you, I am so sorry. Some of you have lost loved ones and friends this year. I've seen all throughout Facebook, and I am so sorry. It's hard, and we've lost people, so it's not easy. But Christmas time brings family together. It brings friends together. Sometimes it brings sadness when we think back of the loved ones that can no longer be with us, you know, but hopefully they're by your side or watching down upon you because they would want you to be happy. And what I am going to do next week is what I do every year, is I'm going to do the 2023 this year in review of what we did all year long. Because this is the only break I get. After that, I'm in a garage nonstop. So, and starting in January, I absolutely have no choice because the car has to be done by May 1st. I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 videos a week starting in January because the deadline is the Carmen Ghia coming in the beginning of June, because I'm painting my son's car in May. He has a 78 Oldsmobile, which is really cool. And yeah, it's nice. So Yints are going to watch me paint that before I put the gate in. I think that'll be okay with you folks, you know. But I really had a nice time. I really did. I think Heather does an amazing job.
Thank you.
Hands off. I'm not allowed to touch anything while she's doing this. I just carry crates up and down the stairs for her, you know. But she did an amazing job. It's always very cozy. And coming up sometime in early summer, we're going to have our first Slades annual get-together. I'm going to make it in an area where there's motels and hotels to stay, camping available, and I'll explain more as time goes on about that because I'm hoping some people travel to make it. I think it'll be a lot of fun, you know. So all of you out there that have supported me with donations and T-shirts and stickers and coffee mugs, thank you.
You guys are awesome.
It's hard to keep a DIY channel going. It can get a little sketchy sometimes. So all of that helps so much. And we've met a lot of great people, Justin and Ashley. I could go on and on. We met a lot of great people and have become friends, family, you know, and it's been great. But we hope that you have an amazing Christmas and a wonderful start to the new year. Let's make this new year the best, no matter what happens. Remember, we're strong, united. I don't care if you're black, white, brown. We are all united as one, and we need to stay that way. Drop the politicalness and get together and be strong and be happy. And tune into Heather's channel because she's starting all cooking for snack foods, casseroles, anything you can imagine. She already did one video.
Check out my mushroom burger video.
That was good. That was very, very good. And I know this was long and drawn out, but that's what this was for, to get to know you too. And thank you all. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.